level of hypocrisy of these people. And I think people really are getting very, very tired of this. And I think this is why people aren't listening to them anymore.
Thank you for that, Simon. That's Simon in Base. And, of course, they're not really listening to the Church of England like they were before. Lots of texts and emails. Anne says this. Hi, Andrew. The Archbishop was right to call out Amazon. He's not the person who invests church money. He's called the church investors out, and I expect they'll take heed. Well, the church investors made a statement today, unapologetic about investing in Amazon. They said, as investors in a company like that, we can make representations about the way they operate. Well, let me tell you, Amazon's taxes slumped even lower in the last year in which the church has invested. So if they are making representations, nobody's listening. But then nobody's really been listening in the churches either, because church attendance is down quite a lot. Now, that's it from me on the Archbishop of Canterbury. But coming up in the final hour, we'll be getting the latest on Russia after that comical interview on Russia Today by those two guys who say they were just tourists admiring Salisbury Cathedral spire, and they just happened by accident to be near the Skripal's house in that little suburban street in Salisbury. Plus, the House of Commons is about to take evidence on whether it's ever right to...
You know, for that ball to go out over the sidelines. But as I said, Warrington have started the most upbeat this second half. They've been winning that play the ball, and that can be seen as soon as Darryl Clark starts running from dummy half. It means that the Warrington forwards are getting on top and getting quick play the balls for him.
Well, interesting. We spoke with Sam Tompkins ahead of the Challenge Cup final, who gave us an analysis of that Warrington-Catalan game, and he said the barometer for Warrington is Darryl Clark. He said when we played them at Magic Weekend, he had about 3 runs, and we won that game. And when we played them in the Cup, in the quarter-final, I think it was, Darryl Clark ran about 150 metres, and they won easily. So if Clark's going out of dummy half, that's the sign that the Warrington pack really are on top.
Yes.
I suppose it's not rocket science, really, is it, then?
No, it's not, to be fair. If you have a big, dominant pack, then your hooker will run on the back of them.
Wigan advancing just inside the Warrington half here. And here comes Bateman out of dummy half. It's a 6th tackle. Williams now has a chance to run. He chips and chases. Should be easy for Lynham to pick up. It is. Lynham collects off the bounce and runs it back. And oh, he's gone for a rather...
The best one, and either side, their centre-backs left and right were prepared to get forward and almost make an extra man.
Here is Hotter coming forward again now. Jutkiewicz has Mike Homer in space on the edge of the area, but the pass doesn't quite find him. Cleared by Hagazi. Kiftenbell.
Excellent second half. Nigel, they've started the way they did in the first half, and they're getting after West Brom. They're winning the ball high up the pitch, and they're creating real chances and causing problems for West Bromwich Albion.
Will Birmingham not work a corner short for a change? Well, Hotter is over it. Mike Homer is there, but so too is Phillips. And this time Hotter does deliver it, and the ball goes out before it comes back in.
of this unusual pneumonia in gay men.
In London, Brian Gazzard was one of the first doctors to see it on this side of the Atlantic.
My first patient I saw in 1979, and we had no idea what was the matter with him. And then, of course, all his friends came, so the epidemic started, and so we started a new clinic.
The number of cases grew amongst gay men. No one knew what the cause was, and there was no cure.
I knew people that had died of AIDS.